Alright, so now we're going to have that file here. Import torso. And for the sake of the video lesson, I'm going to cut it off to about right here. So and if I was printing this professionally, I would choose an area where it was going to pivot. Let's say right there would be where I would have it pivot anyway, right? Because that's where a joint would be, is in this area. So how can I knock that out? Well, go like this. Hold Alt and Shift. Might have to go to Faces. Yep, Alt and Shift. And you can see that a natural edge loop occurs in that area all the way around. So I can delete that and go down here and hit L, X, Faces. So there we go. Now, we just have to learn how to fill holes. So filling holes are very easy. We can go like this. Take it. Go to Edge. Hold Alt and Shift. Then Control E. Right click. R on the keyboard. Then we're going to move this in. And depending on how you want it smoothed to fill that, you would keep doing that Control E all the way across. Then you can switch over to vertices and then go like this. Remove doubles. And you want to remove doubles until it goes to a point. We don't care about triangles in 3D print land. There's no harsh in triangles. So use them up. Control E to extrude, right click. I would add just a couple edge loops in there. You don't want to go extrude and then remove doubles right away. You want to kind of move it in, keep some pretty good topology in there until it gets to the bad part, as far as the extraordinary vertex that occurs there. That is called an extraordinary vertex, in case you didn't watch the first few videos about topology in Unit 1. Okay, in this case, I need something for it to be flat in this area. So I could do this, Control E, move it down, go to vertices, hit 5 on the number pad to get into an orthographic view, Z, R on the keypad, and then I can straighten these vertices out. So that's where a pivot point would be. Grab the edge, Control E. There's also a fill command, which I could fill that whole area with one big polygon. Again, in the past, that's burned me quite badly, so that's why I don't do that. Alright, what about the arm? Okay, it's got a natural area in here to attach the arm to. And if I just printed it like right here, it would prevent any overhang. So I wouldn't have to have any support material. So that works out pretty good for the arm to this, to attach those two forms to it. But we would have to have something that you know, was able to be put in there as far as a peg maybe. So Control E, right click, R, now I use a pretty strong super glue, so the peg, it doesn't have to be put in place. So those two forms should fit together quite nicely. Now I moved this arm, but it came in at a 0. So if I put it back to 0, it'll move right back into place. If you want to use a piece of filament for that hole, that's awesome. That's a good idea. So let's go in here to cylinder, and let's make a piece of filament. In this case, I know the hole for filament is going to be 2.5. Oh, 2.8, sorry. 2.8, because we don't want to drill anything. And you can already see this is a piece of filament compared to the model. So what's that tell you? The model is really small. Okay, in order to change that up, we have to kind of make that a little bit bigger. Let's do about right there, so we're not wasting too much filament on this. Okay, let's put the peg in the area. Later on, maybe we can replace this with the ball joint. Think about it. Yeah, that's why I have this one first. So I should save this as I'll take this form and use this to cut out. So here, this one's called cylinder. I'm going to do a Boolean difference using cylinder and apply it. Same with this. Boolean difference cylinder. Then I can get rid of this or put it over here. Maybe I'll end up using it again. Now that makes it so that goes together quite well. Alright, now how can we print the arm correctly? Well, we want to worry about support material, but we also have to worry about the fingers, because those fingers are rather small. So what I would do is break this up into a couple pieces. In this case, I need a flat spot. Object, transform, origin to geometry. And I think I'll do the arm in another video. So let's go to the next video.